Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Mage the Ascension, Breaking Tradition, back here on Dork Tales. If you are tuning in for the first time, you have missed 2 episodes that were broadcast over on the Onyx Path. Thank you so much to the Onyx Path for helping us put together this stream, and for encouraging us to do it, and giving us an advanced copy of Lore of the Tradition, so that we could enjoy the I guess the magic, really. So, if you're tuning in right now, you've missed 2 episodes, a making of and an episode 1. So those are up on YouTube as of right now, and they're on Twitch as well, if you'd rather stay here. Without further ado, we're going to talk a little bit, and I just wanted to say, hello, everyone. Welcome to Mage the Ascension, Breaking Tradition. I'm your storyteller, Kelly. I use he and him as my pronouns, and I don't have a beard today, for those of you who are freaking out about that. I do have a chin. Yeah, it's right here. It's right at the edge of my face. I like to let my face breathe once a year, if you're curious. And also, I grabbed the wrong guard trimmer, and it was either this or a goatee, and no thanks. Because then I just look like my brother. My brother looks just like Guy Fieri, so that's also kind of weird. I just didn't want that in my life. So, without further ado, I just want to say welcome. Those of you who are coming out also, because this is my birthday, and I'm spending my birthday running Mage the Ascension, which is kind of what I do, right?
It's
Jen?
on brand.
It's on brand. It's on brand. Thank you. Jen's my PR person, so she likes to make sure I stay on brand. So I really hope that you've been enjoying the Chronicle so far, those of you who have stuck around for that, and that I hope you all go support the Onyx Path Kickstarter at Lore of the Traditions. This is not sponsored. It is support. Like, they gave me a free book. That's not really a sponsorship. It didn't even have pictures. And all of you know that I need pictures to read. So let me just pop that Kickstarter link in here, and then I will get on with the show. So, boop. Boop. There we go. How's everybody else doing tonight? Y'all good?
Yeah,
I'm doing great.
Excited.
I'm
Excited to come back. Rewatched the Twitch one last night, and I'm like, yes, let's go.
Yep. It was a good refresher.
Yes, I was watching last night as well for a little bit while I wrapped your birthday gifts.
All right, and boom. Okay, there we go. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and pass the mic over and say hello. Let's go ahead and just do a big circle. Hello, Christine.
Hello. So I am Christine. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I am playing Vivian Todd, one of our Cult of Ecstasy members, who is just wonderfully adorable. She also uses she, her.
Nice. Pass over to Amy.
Hello. Hi, I'm Amy. I use she, her, they, them pronouns, and I play Paisley Evans, the, I guess eccentric, Order of Hermes. Yeah. She's great. I'm enjoying her so far, and I hope you do too. I
enjoy her. Yay. All right, passing down to Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen, and I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Bex Allen, a member of the Virtual Adepts and wife of Paisley.
For now.
Until we ruin it.
That's my job.
Yeah, and Bex also uses she, her pronouns.
All right, and then finally, hey, Robin.
Hi, Kelly. Hello, everyone. I am, I'm Robin. Oh boy, I blanked there for a second on my own name. Yep. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and I am playing Holly Grant, our other ecstatic, who I'm really enjoying playing, and I'm really loving the wig that I got for her. I didn't want to look like exactly like my girlfriend with the same wig but different color. So this feels more Holly, so I'm excited.
I like it. It's good.
It looks good. Y'all look great in your wigs. I could put on one of mine, I guess. I don't have a beard to contrast it now, so that I actually can wear wigs. I own so many wigs and I can't wear them because they're all like blue, and it's like I don't really want blue hair and a black beard, right? All right, so folks, right before we get into game, just wanted to thank you all for being here tonight, and wanted to say that right now we are just 55 followers away from hitting our 3,000 follower goal on Facebook. Ugh. No thanks. On Twitch and over on YouTube, we're like 120 or something like that away from hitting the 3,000 subs. I would love to hit 3,000 in both. I was hoping to do it by my birthday, but we didn't do quite as much push as I should have. So if you want to give us a follow, that'd be great. Costs you nothing. And if you want to do anything to support the channel, don't forget that you can drop subs here on Twitch. If you use a Prime sub, like if you have Amazon Prime, you can give us money for free. All it does is give money out of Jeff Bezos's pocket. So like, you might as well. You got to do it every month, but like, you get a free sub to your Twitch channel of your choice, or you can go to patreon.com/dorktales and support the channel directly, which basically gives me a job. So hey, that's always handy. Without further ado, I want to say that I am really excited to be running this game tonight. It is largely going to be off the cuff, thus the improv tag. I think I have that in there, because you can't really plan what happens after a hit mark shows up and says help. Also, should I stick with the Schwarzenegger-ish voice?
Yes.
Okay. We're just gonna do it, right? We're going whole hog here. Okay.
Just go for it. Just go for it.
Just go for it.
Indulge in my Sarah Connor dreams.
All right. So, and then the last thing I just wanted to say was that this is going to be a mature game. There may be some themes that might be slightly elevated. So, obviously, if there is anything that makes you uncomfortable, take some time away. Take care of yourself. We'll be here when you get back. We all understand each other's boundaries and are comfortable with them. But if you're uncomfortable, take 5. Trust me. And if there's anything super rough that's ever going to come up, I will telegraph it in advance, because nobody likes to be surprised by certain things. With that in mind, I'm going to try to keep this somewhere between like PG-13 and like early 2000s R. So it's fine. Was there any last minute thing before we begin? I don't think so. I think I just need to make sure that I load the book up real quick, which is the one thing I forgot, because I have my dice and I forgot that I should probably...
Holy shit, Brecarius!
Brecarius, what'd you just do? You just gave 20 subs away. Breck.
Oh, Breck.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, Breck.
Breck, also, you need to message me about a demon. Because there's a demon, Breck. And he is you. But like a good demon, like a demon we love, because you just gave 20 subs. Jesus, man. That is very generous, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So yeah, cool. All right, so without further ado, I guess it is time to start playing some Mage. Open a can of Mage juice I got right here.
I love that you actually like drew the whole design. Yeah, that's good.
That is
Beautiful.
fantastic.
Apparently Mage tastes like blackberry. Blackberry water. There we go.
And a little bit of
that
reality
reminds me,
breaking.
I have that honey drink in there. I
Mhm.
didn't have it last night.
Oh my god, I have one too then.
Yeah.
Because I can have
We
sugar.
both
It's
have
my
one.
birthday. Yeah. All right. Oh, things about getting old. You stop enjoying things. Actually, you know what? Life's way better without sugar, turns out.
Remind me on the break, because I should have that.
All right. Without further ado, it's time for Mage the Ascension, breaking tradition. Y'all ready for this?
Aye.
Okay. I'm just going to cue some music up and then we're going to start. I need an office. Oop, that's the one thing I didn't queue up right off the bat. Starting off great, starting off strong, but it's my birthday, so I'm just gonna own it. Boop. Okay, come on, 1940s office. That'll do. During the break, maybe. Sorry, just taking a moment, realizing that I'm running Mage the Ascension as my job on my birthday is a weird feeling. So thanks for being here. Nice unscripted, heartfelt moment. So here we go. Oh, hey Blackwater, good to see you. And Breck, thanks again. When the technocracy won what they once called the Ascension War, there were dreams of perfect utopias. Brutalist architecture that stretched high enough that it rivaled the space elevators connecting the Earth and the Moon and the orbital platforms that would usher humanity into the edges of the solar system, into the realms that those, well, that some would call the umbral realms, but we know are just subdimensions. That humanity would lay ascendant and rise underneath the timetable to take their place among the gods of superstition. What it didn't expect is that things would just continue as normal, that they would grind to a halt as much as ever before, that the technocracy would find itself weighed down with the chains of bureaucracy, denser, thicker, and heavier than ever before. These are the thoughts that exist in the back of Agent Jeremiah Locke's mind as he works at his desk. He's a tall man. Once had bright orange-red hair that is now grayed to a rusty color and completely gone gray at the temples and around the bristling cop mustache that he's had since he could grow it. He sits at his desk, moving through paperwork. He's been at this desk for a long time and wears the stink of failure and desk duty with shame. He wears a simple button-up. He still wears the black tie. He still has the black jacket hanging on the back of his chair, although it's a bit worn around the edges. And today, he really wishes that he could just light up a cigarette. But now he has to go 50 feet away from any exit of this facility to even think about it. And even then, the syndicate has talked about revoking his insurance. The progenitors won't even deal with it at this point. He has to use a third party. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. And so he sits and works through the day. And as he does, one of the cubicles nearby him says something that catches his attention. Absolutely. So another insurance claim on the Wu family house. How long has it been? Wow. Those guys have some impressive coverage. He stands up and leans over, looking down at Jackie Chen, the spunky, young New World Order agent who was happy to be placed here. Jackie, did you say the Wu family house? Yeah, apparently there was some type of fire tonight. The insurance claim's already been processing. They've got really good people on it. But a little suspicious. Wu family house. He flashes back to gunfights, indoctrinations, time in the White Room, battles for reality. Hey, didn't you used to do a... She covers the phone. Didn't you, Jerry, didn't you used to do a bunch of like covert ops stuff around there back in the day before you got grounded? I didn't get grounded. Someone has to manage the rest of you. We're the same rank. Be that as it may, I'm senior. He slides back into his desk, looks at the pile of paperwork, shuffles it aside and pulls out his computer, punches a few keys. And makes a phone call. One of his contacts from the old days answers the phone, barely recognizing him. And we hear him say, yeah, I need you to pull all of the surveillance camera from around the Wu family house. ATMs, traffic cameras, everything. Yeah. It's lock. Oh, come on, Pete, you owe me this. Yeah. Yeah, tell Marissa I say hi. There's something fucky going on around here. I'm gonna find out what. And something is fucky. For less than 10 miles away, down in that back alley, you and Bex, who was pretty badly injured in the process, you encountered a hit mark 5, battered, damaged, and asking for help. Lacking any better place to go, you made your way back to Bex and Paisley's apartment. And as you went through the door, you found that the hit mark would, well, quickly slunk down into one of the sides of your couch, and which made the most atrocious noise. And I think that's where we're going to begin our game there. Bex, you're pretty badly beaten up. The hit mark has about half of its face, like, just strafed by bullet fire and flame. The back of its skull is collapsed in from where the bullet shattered the chassis. And it just sits on your couch, turning...
So I think Bex got a concussion because she caught her head on the way out, right?
Absolutely.
So I think she's almost like that, plus the PTSD, which has probably now surfaced again.
It's ATSD at the moment, active stress disorder.
Yeah. I think she came in to the apartment and like immediately went into the bedroom, almost without even considering the hit mark here. I don't think she fully realizes that he's here.
All right, so what are the rest of you doing? You managed to make it there. Probably, Holly, did you take your car back over here?
Yeah, probably, if because
Okay.
it's a Wrangler, so it probably had some extra room to try and stuff everyone.
I
in
have
the
to
hit mark.
check something real quick. So it's a Jeep Wrangler. Jeep Wrangler carry capacity.
Okay.
I need to understand how bad your suspension. Oh. Some models can carry as little as 880, while others can carry 1361. Your suspension's wrecked after this.
No.
A hit mark on average probably weighs about... I don't remember if it actually says anywhere. I think about 800 pounds. At least 600, because this is solid, like, solid premium and steel construction.
So when they get back, so Paisley's gonna look at the two and just be like, make yourselves at home. I think there's probably some space on a here. She's just gonna grab a pile of books off a chair and shove it like to the side, looks around for the bird and says, just keep an eye on that thing, pointing at the hit mark, and then we'll actually follow and go check on Bex, just to be like, you were injured. I have some basic first aid. You got shot, babe. So go grab them the first aid kit out of the bathroom.
She is bleeding through her shirt.
Yes. Yeah, so Paisley will grab the first aid kit and then run into the bedroom, kind of slamming the door open as she does, which is probably not the best approach in this case. But
Yeah, you see that Bex has pretty much just curled into a ball on the bed. She's not asleep. She's not even trying to sleep. She is probably in active flashbacks right now.
Hey. Just very cautious approach. Like, hey, babe, Okay. Whoa. What do I do? Can you? Shit. She'll runs back into the living room. Do any of you know first aid?
Life mage?
Yeah, I'm also mind mage.
Can you come take a look? I mean, I know she got shot, but I don't know. I can do like little things. I don't know bullet wounds.
Okay, Paisley, stay here with Holly.
I
Keep an eye on that thing, okay? It's okay. How long, Jen, would you say Vivian has known Bex at this point?
Probably at least a couple of years. I mean, Paisley and Bex have been married for a couple. So it's probably even before, maybe almost 5 years.
Okay, so probably long enough that I have a few hints at least that you have some backstory, etc.
Yeah, there's definitely been some moments of like emotional dysregulation that you've maybe gotten a few bits of background from Paisley, like the stuff Paisley felt comfortable sharing, just to kind of give you context. It's like Bex went through a rough time in her youth, that sort of stuff. It was mage rough, so.
All right. Vivian's gonna kind of have a look through at through the door just to see kind of what's going on.
Yeah, she has moved probably towards like heavy sobs and just still curled up real tight.
Yeah. All right. Paisley, do you have any alcohol?
Yes. Wait, what kind? What do you need? I've got like cooking stuff. I've got rubbing alcohol. I've got stuff for, well, yeah,
Drinking?
lots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some, please.
Okay. She'll go and grab a bottle of whiskey.
Sure. You've got a bottle of Jack
All right,
Daniel's honey
works.
on top of the fridge.
Mm.
Or I guess in the freezer,
All right, something
potentially.
sweet. That fits with healing. All right. Because I don't think she can go up and just kiss Bex to make this work.
You could kiss her on the head. You
That's
could literally,
true.
you could kiss her boo-boos if that's a focus.
Well, because that's what I did for Holly to focus my heal harm rote. So I do have level 3, so I can heal other beings.
Sure, that works for me.
So I think she's just kind of gonna try and get within like close-ish range, but she's keeping an eye because Bex might react weird.
This is true.
Not sure. So
Paisley's
she's gonna
covering.
try to get in, take a really good swig, and kind of try and lean in and kiss her hair sort of lightly and.
Sure. Go ahead
Yes,
and
okay.
give me a
Just
give
gonna
me
heal
an
you.
arete roll. And you can do this at using your focus, extra time. You're in a quiet space. It's going to be difficulty 6.
Okay.
And so before you roll, you should usually declare how many successes you're aiming for.
Okay.
But you can do this multiple times since you have time to kill. So how many did you get on the first roll?
Enough that she's not bleeding out.
How many did you get?
10 and 2 9s, so 3.
Okay, Jen, you're going to heal 6 levels of lethal or bashing damage.
That heals me.
Okay.
Okay, so as long as it looks like the bleeding stops,
Yeah.
Vivian's gonna kind of sit back a little bit away from Bex to not be crowding her, and then just kind of see if she can kind of talk a little bit at her of like, hey, we're back in your apartment. Paisley's okay. I'm okay. Holly's okay. You were at dinner meeting Holly.
Yeah, she didn't react when you touched her. When you say Paisley's name, her attention like snaps up.
Everybody's okay.
Paisley's okay.
Paisley's okay. She's okay. She's not hurt. You're not bleeding anymore. We were at dinner so you can meet my girlfriend.
Right. Is Holly okay?
Yeah, she's good.
You'll hear some clattering going along in the kitchen. Holly is going to be making some tea because I have a rote for influence mood, and I would like to just like basically make this whole apartment a little bit more zen and kind of have everyone kind of calm down a bit. So I think Holly's making some nice relaxing tea right now. She's like she's just taken over of like, okay, I'm gonna calm the mood down, make sure everyone's okay, and look after that.
Yeah, and Paisley's pacing back and forth in the living room, like eyes to the door, looking at Holly, looking at the guy on the couch, and back, and just
Vivian's
pacing.
gonna kind of sit back on her heels and take a few more swigs of like the whiskey.
So as you are doing that, in the main room, you are going to hear blood and guts, and your bird is going to just land on the hitmark's head. It looks up at the bird. What is your designation? Burb. Acknowledged. And is just going to go back to chilling on the couch.
Yeah, and at the risk of upsetting you again, there's a hit mark in your apartment.
What?
It seems to be nice, though, considering it protected us from the other hit mark. And actually said please. Or ask for help? It's a bit of a blur.
That can't... They're never nice.
Yes.
He has gotten laser focus on you right now.
It's a very old one. And apparently
yeah, I
they
know.
haven't stopped.
I've seen them.
Yeah. Did you see the other one that attacked us? It's much more advanced.
The other one was a hyperintelligence technologies unit Mach 10.
Yeah, what he said.
You'll hear that just echo from the...
And you also hear, so who wants some nice calming tea?
Me, please.
Oh.
Do you know how many of those killed? How many of us they killed? It just...
Something weird's going on.
For me to get some rubbing alcohol, a glass of water, a needle and thread,
Sure.
perhaps a microfiber cloth.
You're not gonna kill us with them, are you?
No.
These things are murder machines. All of them.
Can I try and detect his surface thoughts?
You may try. Yes, you may. Hold on. So, how would you do this?
I think she's going to, very similar, she's going to have this tea and she's going to kind of like blow the scent of this like kind of chamomile tea that she carries with her all the time as she uses her focus.
You can go ahead and make me a so read surface thoughts. That would be, let me just pull this up because mind magic works differently in M20 and I always need to remind myself how it works. Do you have, how do you do that in front of you?
I could easily pull it up. That was actually the one book I didn't open.
Of course, right?
No, it's actually here. I have the printed out one. I have no idea what page that's on.
So my copy's in the next room over. So
okay.
All right. So mind magic. So I believe it's against his willpower is what you're rolling.
I believe so.
So you can go ahead and give me an arete roll of difficulty 6.
Okay. I would like to spend a willpower to gain a success already.
Okay, like before you roll?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's in that.
Okay, 3 successes. With,
3 successes?
With the willpower.
Okay, one moment. I just gotta do something real quick. Oh! Okay. I actually failed on this roll. So, yeah. You are going to scan his thoughts at that point, and he actually does have a mind pattern that you can access.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, you will feel resistance as you try to reach it, as his innate counter magic struggles against you, but then I rolled 2 1s and a 9, so that helps. You are going to get detailed schematics of all of the ways he could kill you with every single one of those items, including the rubbing alcohol and sewing needle. And it looks like it's this list of rapid fire scenario running in his head, just like flashes of the murder, and then just like a single word: denied. A secondary voice overlays the images, and it's almost like watching one of those old sci-fi movies with like a computer saying access denied when someone tries to use something they're not supposed to. He seems neither upset or happy about this. It's just the way of the world.
I think initially Holly's gonna like almost drop her like cup of tea in her hand at the at getting all the flashes of all the ways that thing could murder us, and then she's gonna be like, tea, and holds it out to the hit mark.
Water would be better.
I've got some here, and
Paisley, can I speak with you for a second?
yeah, Paisley's gonna put down the rubbing alcohol, the water, and the sewing needle down, and a microfiber cloth, which shockingly she has all those items somewhere.
He'll start polishing off the part of the couch he just bled on.
Oh, that's surprisingly thoughtful.
Can I speak with you in the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can hear us even if we go in there. She whispers.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like me to not hear you?
Please?
Please? Yeah.
Turning off audio functioning for 30 seconds. 29.
Okay, so
28.
I was able to read his surface mind pattern and actually could read his thoughts. He did think of all the ways that he could kill us. But then there's this other voice that came over that sounded like the access denied kind of thing over it. So
Something's keeping
him from killing us or killing people or killing mages. Something.
Well, that's
5,
nice.
4,
Okay.
3, 2,
Cool.
1. Would you like to refresh this time?
No.
Understood.
Thank you.
This is a little unsettling.
A bit.
I apologize for any discomfort caused by my appearance.
Are you okay?
He'll like look up at the missing piece of like flesh and skull, just kind of like that's strafed down to the metal endoskeleton. I've been better.
That even made of? Paisley tentatively moves forward, just like fascinated.
I am made of a titanium premium alloy.
Even the fleshy bits?
The flesh is real flesh, created
What?
by dipping into a flesh pool.
What?
I
It is a
think Bex is
pool.
gonna like stumble out of the room at this point. Like
Vivian's
she's
gonna like help her up, but kind of be like, and kind of quietly say in her ear, like, "Well, it hasn't killed us yet. I don't. They're generally blunt force tools."
The creation method
You-
of applying
you
flesh.
can tell Bex is angry, but she's managing to hold on to it for now.
My premium endoskeleton is dipped inside of liquefied flesh, which takes root onto the skeletons using highly advanced organic bonding technology. Multiple layers are required.
The technocracy makes them. Bex will
Made.
say as she comes out.
Model 5 has not been made in over 20 years.
No.
Most of them
It
are
hasn't.
retired.
Oh. Oh.
Do you have a tracking device?
Negative. It has been terminated.
Good.
You actually see his lip twitch when he says that, as it like he thinks it's really funny, like really funny.
Paisley's still pacing.
Bex is gonna go over to Paisley and like
Vivian will take a cup of tea, pour whiskey in it, and then drink it. Weird.
if Paisley will stop pacing for a second, Bex will like wrap her in a hug.
Oh yeah, that'll happen. That'll stop her from moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's be like,
And
kinda
Bex
like-
also maneuvers them, so she is standing in between Paisley and the hit mark.
am I able to look over your shoulder?
Yes.
Okay. Just hug
Yeah.
you, and just like that kind of like feeling down the edge, just being like checking where she was hurt.
And it's all gone. It's fine now.
I am relieved to see that you are not injured.
Are you? That seems to be against programming.
No. I was designed to come and confer with you. That would make my mission parameters defunct. It would be inconvenient.
Designed by who?
I do not understand the question. Rephrase, please.
You said you were designed to come confer with us. Who? Who sent you?
I was designed by my current programming was set to seek out the four of you. Assuming that you are Paisley Evans, Vivian Todd, Holly Grant, and Rebecca Bex Allen. Please confirm that that is you.
Confirmed. Yes.
Yeah.
But why are you looking for us?
Until everyone confirms that is confidential.
Confirmed.
Yes. Confirm.
I was reprogrammed by Dr. Evelyn Taylor, a member
Who?
of the Society of Ether.
Made an aetherite.
Yes.
That makes sense for why.
Alright, I could believe one of those mad scientists did this.
I've been in stasis for more than 19 years.
Wait, when did she reprogram you?
2001.
During
What?
everything.
Do you know why? Besides the fact that you're just come talk to us, what are you supposed to talk to us about?
Those files are locked. I have employed... Within me is employed a double-blind, functioning protocol.
Ah.
I
Yes,
require not only you, but I require access to a location to unlock the files.
Okay.
What location?
I do not know.
That's useful.
Right. Is it San Francisco at least?
Yes, it is inside of the San Francisco Bay Area.
That's helpful.
Any hints? Any landmarks? Do you know the
The beach.
beach?
Beach.
There's a place on the beach and a fire.
Does this ring any bells? Like, is there a
You
special...
can make me an intelligence and academics roll.
Oh, cool.
Because I'm making that useful for a change.
Can I do something kind of ridiculous with this?
Yeah, it's mage. I think you probably can.
Yeah, fair. So there is a... I don't have it as a rote, but I figure I can still do it. Where is it? Oh no, I do have it as a rote. Haha. It's a time one correspondence one rote called Find Connection, which is about basically like linking together things.
Okay.
And I would like to try that and or use my intelligence specialty of big picture.
Okay. So that sounds like something that you could do. So why don't we go ahead and let's say that's going to be difficulty of 5.
Okay.
And that will lower your difficulty to connect this, basically. Like, it'll help you figure things out. It'll guide you to some clues.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
So, what did you get on your roll, Paisley? Let's say that was difficulty of... Ooh, this is eclectic, local area. I'm going to say difficulty 8.
8? Okay. And I have a specialization of intelligence creative. Does that apply here?
No, because you're
Okay.
just doing, like, memorization.
Right, okay. So I got, in that case, I got 2 10s and a 1. So I guess 1 success.
Okay. 1 success. You are going to know that unfortunately, like this is there are a lot of places that this could be. San Francisco is along the water, and given the Great San Francisco earthquake, there have been a lot of fires that have come through here. Some more clues, however, yeah, you could probably narrow it down. Like, there are a number of places that he could be talking about. That it could be talking about? I don't even know. Bex, how many did you get?
I got 2 on the road.
2 on the road. So glancing above you, and above where Paisley is sitting, you have your library here, all sorts of books, and one of them is the history of San Francisco.
Okay.
That is going to light up with you. You're just going to immediately be drawn to that book. Do you pick it up?
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Okay. Flipping through it, you are going to be drawn to a chapter that is immediately, you are thinking, pardon me 1 second. You are going to be looking at the chapter that is on the early 1900s, as in like pre-Great War. Or wait, hold on. When did the Great War begin again? My brain is killing me.
1914?
Was it 1914? Was it 1914? Okay. Oh, that's right. It ended in 1970. I was thinking 1911 for some reason. It was stuck in my head. So this is going to be pre-Great War.
Okay.
And flipping through that chapter, Paisley, do you want to take a look over your wife's shoulder while she's like flipping through?
Of course. Absolutely.
Bex probably like dragged Paisley over because she's not letting go of Paisley at this point. She's just like,
Yeah.
book.
Yeah. Why we have a history of San Francisco, I don't know, but
Because
You were interested at one point.
as a historian, you just grab things when you see them.
yeah. So yeah, I'll take a look.
Okay.
What is it?
You can go ahead and give me another roll. Now that you know the time period, it's going to be Int and Academics, difficulty of 7.
Difficulty of 7. All right. Come on, please do good, dice. Oh. Okay. That's going to be 3 successes, and thankfully there's no 1s there to detract from it, so...
Flipping through, you are going to look at a number of things, but the thing that's going to catch your eye as you're looking through the history of San Francisco is a very specific image. And that is going to be this. Cliff House, September 7th, 1907, Southeast California. A fire that claimed the building, the iconic Cliff House, and then there is a before shot of what it looked like.
So yeah, she's gonna like start looking that up on her phone too, while just to double check what she thinks she knows.
So
Oh,
you can, if you search Cliff House San Francisco, there's a Wikipedia article. It is still in existence. There have been There have been 3 of them, all in all. The first cliff house is the one that it was... the first cliff house was severely damaged when a schooner abandoned with burning oil lamps and cargo full of dynamite powder blew part of it up. The blast was heard 100 miles away and demolished the entire north wing of the tavern that was there. The building was repaired.
That was an accident, or was that an aetherite thing?
Both. Building was completely repaired, but later destroyed by a fire on Christmas night, 1894, due to a defective flue. It was unable to save the guest register, which included the signatures of 3 U.S. presidents and dozens of world-famous visitors. That incarnation of the Cliff House lasted for 31 years. The second Cliff House was built and burned to the ground on September 7th, 1907, after surviving the 1906 earthquake with little damage, the one that basically sank San Francisco. The house survived, and then like a cigarette burned it down the year later. And then it's currently been rebuilt. It is now a piece of brutalist architecture. So what once was this sprawling, like fantastic looking thing, is now just a brutalist. For those of you who don't know brutalism, if you have ever seen a building that looked like a mausoleum, like a concrete square.
Oh, that's ugly.
It is so ugly compared to its old one.
Yeah.
And the 1970s one is the worst. At least I look at that and I think that must be the 1970s because it's brown. It's the color of like an A&W. But yeah.
So she'll pull that up on her phone and show the picture to the hit mark.
Nice.
Is this where you're trying to go? Do you recognize it?
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of weird stuff has happened there, but why there?
I'm not certain. Being there unlocks the files.
So it's... Okay, well, relevant to something then, I guess. Where?
Your phone's gonna start buzzing.
Huh?
It's about 10 o'clock at night right now. 9 o'clock, 9:30, probably. And you are going to see that it is a call from Tad. Oh, pardon me, that's not what he goes by. He goes by, what does he go by? He goes by, oh, T-Rex.
Oh, God.
So Rex is calling you.
Why? Oh, fuck. I gotta... let me take this 1 sec. She's gonna step into the bedroom and answer it. Just pick up the phone.
Paisley!
Hi, Rex.
The one and only. How are you doing, champ? It's been a while.
It has.
How are you doing?
I'm good. What can I help you with?
Look, I'm just reaching out right now because apparently there's a bit of a problem.
What problem? What problem?
Well, you went out for some dinner tonight, and I just wanted to make sure, first of all, are you okay? You're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Your safety is my #1 priority.
Thanks, Rex.
Listen, I can't be your mentor if you're dead. So, it's my job as a senior magus to do what I need to shepherd you. And that includes handling problems with the council.
Problems with the council? Why would there be problems with the council?
Well, you were out at Wu Family House tonight.
Yeah, with some friends.
And it was burned to the ground.
That was not my doing.
I understand that. I know that. You know that. Right now, I'm just letting you know that there are some people going there to check on it. As far as I understand right now, Lisa DeRosa is there right now doing a time audit on it from a distance to see what happened. They're gonna know soon, kiddo, so I just need to know, because Anthony Wu has been reaching out, looking for who caused this, and your names came up. Okay?
Well, that's... You know, we got... Really, it was just... It's wrong time, wrong place situation.
The story of my life. Look, let me tell you, back in the day, you know, back during the war, I was always in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what? Ask your wife about that sometime. We had a couple of run-ins back in the day. Don't think I ever told you that. They weren't always pleasant ones. In fact, they usually weren't. She was, well, she was a kid at the time. You know how it is.
Bex, I appreciate your concern, but I actually have, I've got to go.
Look, I just need you to tell me if there's anything that I need to know here.
No, you seem to know everything. Yeah.
Well, if there's something else going on, Paisley, I can't protect you if I don't know.
There's nothing else going on, Rex.
Okay, so if I give them your address...
I'm actually not home right now.
do me a favor. I want you to make me a manipulation and subterfuge roll.
Oh god, I have no subterfuge.
Because you're good at this, right?
Oh,
Paisley, as she's saying that, she's actually stepping out of the bedroom and like looking at everyone being like, I'm actually not at home right now. Oh no. So that's a 4 and a 2, and I don't think that beats whatever.
No, I roll like I'm driving down the highway with a guest. Because he just got 7 successes on Detect Lies. That sounds okay. Well, when you get home, you know that Anthony's gonna want to speak to you, okay? And look, if you want, I can be in your corner. I can be there for you. I've always been there for you in the past, and I want to be there for you in the future. Because, you know... No, I'm serious. Because right now, with Delander passing on this year, the seat's still empty. No one is inside of San Francisco's seat of forces. It's gonna be me. So I want to be there to help you. I want to be there to help you so that... Well, so that you youngsters know that there's someone who's got your back, even if it's a crusty old wizard like me.
Look, I really, I appreciate you reaching out, but I really do have to go. I've got company.
That's fair, that's fair. It must be hard to have company in such a small house, huh? Make me a wits and subterfuge roll, please.
Does my improvisation specialty work?
Yeah, actually that will.
Okay, so I'm just rolling my wits because again, I have no subterfuge.
Okay, so I got 4 successes at difficulty 6.
Oh, balls. Well, that's...
To get you to say something dumb.
3 successes.
Okay. So you'll probably get like a half, like, yeah,
Yeah, it can be really rough, but that's why we'll be heading back later.
That's fair, that's fair. Look. Alright, well... Just remember, I'm on your side. I was there when you took your vow. But I'm not going anywhere. Ciao.
Good night.
He'll hang up on you. He'll hang up on you before you can hang up on him.
Yeah.
So just while that was happening,
she ends that in the living room.
So while that is happening, let's rewind the scene for what's happening in the living room.
Yeah. First, did Paisley like show Bex who was calling at all?
I think what Paisley did was, I think it started off. Yeah, she would have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you left the room, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. They're close enough. It would have been easy to see.
Yeah.
And that.
So, yeah, Bex probably
boy.
just sighed and still maybe didn't suspect anything though, and wanted to take a look at the damage to the hit mark now that she's not, concerned about being murdered immediately.
Sounds good. Now, what? While you're doing that as well, what's everybody else in the room doing? Since you've been kind of quiet, what you two have been up to?
Kind of just listening and watching and trying to put stuff together, I think, and steadily drinking her really heavily doctored tea.
I think Holly is going on the internet and starting to plan up a good route to take to drive there, how to get there, and basically trying to figure out what is gonna
Do you have
how
access?
we're gonna get there.
I require assistance. You. He raises a hand. Vivian, Todd.
Yes.
You are proficient in manipulations of organic tissue.
Fairly.
I require help. Or a hat.
Uh,
You see, he is missing, a softball-sized chunk of flesh. Actually, looking at it, the skull is not badly damaged. It's got, a little fissure in it where you can see some circuitry and things inside. But what you're going to notice as well is that it's not just circuitry inside. If you glance in, there are circuits and, bits of computer components inside of his skull, but there's also a brain in there.
Okay.
It looks human.
Okay, so I'm guessing you count as organic then. You can't normally do this to other types of supernatural, but I guess you're not supernatural, are you? You're fairly normal.
Thank you.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Well,
I will try to suppress my premium countermeasures during this.
okay.
He squints his eyes up nice and tight like a kid.
I think
She's
at
gonna take
that,
a really good swig straight from the bottle again, and
Holly's getting kind of close.
alright, I'm gonna have to get
To
close
the
to you
hit
for
mark.
this, so here it goes. I hope you're okay with that.
Yes.
Sweet. Swig. And she'll do the same as she kinda did for Bex and kiss him on the bloody top of his head.
Okay, sounds good. So this is pretty grievously, obviously magical, so this is going to be a difficulty 7.
Okay. And it's just roll Arete again?
Yep.
Okay, do I have to declare anything?
Nope, just go for as many successes as you can. He's got 4 levels of lethal damage on the side of his head.
Okay.
While she does that, can I ask a weird question?
Yeah, of course, always.
So this wonder that I have, one is there, and knowing hit marks the way that I've known them anyway, would there be any sort of plug-in point for some sort of USB? And then B, would my wonder work at giving the hit mark arcane?
Giving him arcane?
Essentially, yeah.
There is a section on hacking hit marks in the Mage 20 book, so let me pull that up real quick.
Cool.
What I need you to do is look up when... So, yes, okay, I'll give you 2 things. Number 1, yes, there is a junction point that is in his hairline behind his ear.
Okay.
2, you are going to have to find whatever dongle works on a being that was manufactured in 1984.
Fair.
So I need you to... Now, obviously, he is probably using something that was probably some type of parallel port. like from like 1990. If anything that works as of 1999, the technocracy probably had 10 years earlier.
Right.
So the hard part about this is I need to ask you to make me an intelligence or wits and investigation roll, difficulty of your apartment or condo, pardon me.
I mean, fair. Okay, I will use would my specialty of improvisation work for this apartment or this condo?
I think it has to, otherwise you wouldn't be able to do anything.
Well,
This
to
is
be
fair.
fair, also Paisley usually stays out of the home office, so if there's anything in there,
True. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll give it to you a difficulty of 7.
Okay.
And the number of successes will dictate how fast you find it. Christine, how many successes did you get on your roll?
3.
Okay, so take 1 point of paradox on your sheet, please.
Okay. I'm at 3 points total right now.
Nice. Tell me when you hit 5.
Will
there
do.
is going to be like as his scalp seals over, and you are going to. He looks pretty normal. I sent a photo of his rough appearance inside of our Zoom chat.
Okay, okay.
But
Yeah.
so let me see if
Not bad. Okay. She can get away with kissing that. She
It's
just kind
just
of
that he
kisses the
does.
forehead,
It's just that he doesn't blink.
which is kind of disconcerting, but
There you go. So it's kind of like that, a little more square jawed, but I can do what I can with Art Breeder. Yeah, his scalp is going to heal up. What has Holly been doing during this time?
Well, when Vivian went to go like heal the hit mark, Vivian, I'm Holly, not Vivian. Holly would have probably stood near him to just in case he like weirdly lashed out. She's ready to just sock him in the face if he moved to like put a hand on her in a harmful way.
Bex notices that at some point and is like approving, like smile at you.
All right, so how many successes did you get, Bex?
6.
Holy crap, yeah, it's going to take you like, you like open the drawer of cables that you never got rid of, and within like 30 seconds, honestly, it takes longer to detangle them than it does to find them. So you're probably just going to come back into the living room trailing a small ball of cables you're just going to be sorting through.
Mm-hmm.
And the hard thing here is going to get him to probably trust you to let you do this. But
Yeah.
so you head back out in the living room with the existential tangle of cables.
I know it's here. Just no. Okay. Just starting dropping cables, like adding to the living room mess.
Thank you for the treatment. This is faster than waiting for it to heal naturally.
you're welcome.
Hey, what's your name? Do you have one?
Yes, I have a serial number and a name bestowed upon me by Dr. Taylor.
Let's go with the name.
Gunther.
Gunther?
Because I was in possession of a chain gun.
Ooh.
Oh, she has a sense of humor.
Yes, she did. Dr. Taylor is dead. She was very
Sorry.
old.
I mean, that happens. Even to us.
Yes.
Well,
He's gonna hyper focus on your face for a second.
mhm.
I didn't do it. And then he's just gonna like look away.
Funnily enough, I actually believe you. Look, Gunther, I'm not gonna lie to you. I cannot trust you right now. But something's weird. and I need to know what you know. So we're going to go to this place. But I have spent far too much time escaping from the technocracy in my life to fully trust that they're not tracking you. So I would like to... She holds up a little USB and the cable she's finally untangled. I would like to give us some help to disguise you. Hopefully.
I can also conceal and alter auras myself. I don't know if I could maybe do it on another person as well to help.
That would probably help with like physical people seeing him. This will hopefully help if they're tracking him remotely.
Yeah, no, I think both would be a great thing if you allow this.
This is your choice.
Yeah.
Will you agree to go to Cliff House?
Yes.
Then I accept. His head will just drop like the hinges.
Okay. And she will go over and say, "Thank you."
There's like a little like panel that like goes. It's a little sticky. Like it's a little just partially from blood, but partially because it was manufactured in the 80s.
Also true.
It's like an E Corp logo on the inside. Evil.
Yeah, and Bex is just gonna be like, "This is so strange for me to be doing." Plug it in. Plug the USB in.
Sounds good. The little thing will pop up on your Wonder. Without like Clippy will show up. Hi there. Would you like to hide from the Union? Hi. Would you like to cover your tracks for electronic terrorism?
Yep. And
you know it's going to be a Clippy or something like that. It's staply. Yeah. It's just a stapler.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll set that up so that it gives him some arcane and hides his tracks.
Okay, so so you're not going to be able to use that while it's on him, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
And I totally understand that. It is more of a risk that he is being tracked.
Okay, so Gunther has what level arcane does that give you? It gives you like 3, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that's a great wonder. What's it called? Remind me the name of the wonder.
Bafflejack.
Bafflejack. I love Bafflejack so much. It basically is just something that scrambles your online presence, so people forget you were ever there. It's so good. Just explain.
And it's actually a technocracy wonder.
Nice.
Just I have a mage version because obviously.
I mean, it's literally just a technocracy version that your mentor stole.
Yeah, basically.
Because
just using their own tech against them.
he just loves doing that.
It's true.
Thanks for using bug tech. He went through a phase. Anyway, so yeah, you'll install that. And while that is happening, what's everybody else doing inside of here?
Paisley's phone call is probably just about done, and she's come out saying things in the living room. It's oh, fuck.
I will be right back because the dog is crying. I will let him out.
Sounds good. All right, so while you're doing that, I would like everyone here to make me... so you're busy, Beck, so you're going to do this at a +2 difficulty. So unfortunately, it's going to be difficulty 10 for you because you're in the process of installing this. Everyone else, give me a perception and awareness roll at a difficulty of 8.
Oh boy, okay. Nope, nothing.
Nothing?
Okay, so I have no successes and I got a 1.
Okay, so
I think I'm distracted because of the phone call, probably.
Yeah, you have botched. You have botched this roll.
Yep.
So, yeah. There's
nothing from me. A bunch of 4s.
Oh,
also, I said I don't know if I can I think conceal/alter aura is for myself, so I don't know. If
you
I
can cast it on another person. It'll just cost you an extra success.
Oh, okay. Then I would like to try and cast that on him as well.
That sounds fine. So give me that at difficulty 4.
Okay.
That's mind 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, difficulty 4. You'll need at least 3 successes.
Okay. I got 2 successes.
Okay, so you can keep casting the next round. Just do it at difficulty 5. This is the thing. When mages have time to prep, they can do damn near anything. It's when you catch them off guard, they got to pull a bunch of stuff out of their butts fast.
Yeah, so it's another 2 on top of that, so 4 total.
Okay, so you can unleash that on him and have it work for that's 1, 2, 3. I believe that's for the day.
Yeah.
So like for the next 24 hours, this will just work.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So with that, you will lay the enchantment down on him, and he will suppress his premium, because I'm going to say he can do that because of a modification that was installed. And Christine, as you get back here, so Christine, I would love it if you could make me a perception and awareness roll at a difficulty of 8.
Sorry, was that addressed at me?
It was at you, yeah.
Okay, sorry. I caught the vague end of teen as I put the earbud in. So just 1 sec. Charlie gets his went out and peed cookie.
Oh yeah, that was quick. Wow, good for him.
He obviously had to go badly.
All right,
okay, so sorry. Perception
and awareness, difficulty of 8. Okay. That's fine. He's a good boy.
And awareness. 2 successes.
2 successes. You're gonna get that tingle up your spine that says that something magical is happening around here. Not just y'all, but you're gonna get this weird feeling. It's going to feel... You're gonna get the scent of patchouli and dragon's blood incense. Just for a second, just a whiff of that. It's the smell of like a head shop.
Did you feel that?
Paisley, you distinctly did not feel this. Paisley botched. You missed that.
What?
I'm getting a sense of patchouli. Somebody's doing something.
Maybe one of the neighbors is cooking. I'm guessing at this point she's hung up and has done her hint of, we should leave.
Holly, I'd like you to make me an intelligence roll, please. So you may add your politics, or actually, you know what? I'm going to make you use one of the rare double attribute combinations in old world games. Int and wits together. This is just a straight up memory roll.
Okay.
Rarely apply the two, but it's the only time that you really add the two, except for like, I guess, strength and stamina for like tugging on stuff.
Mm-hmm. What's my difficulty?
Difficulty on this is gonna be 7.
2 successes.
That feels like she's describing Lisa DeRosa, your mentor, the one who tried to teach you magic. How was she described? She was described as
old hippie burnout.
Old hippie burnout Cher, I think.
Yeah.
That's what her magic felt like when you were around it. Whenever she did something, it smelled like patchouli and that tangy dragon's blood smell. Now, if anybody's ever had dragon's blood around, it's kind of this weird patchouli-esque, vaguely a little bit citrusy smell. It's a weird smell. It kind of smells like hard candy, but with patchouli mixed in.
So Holly's gonna say, oh, that's Lisa DeRosa's magic.
Oh. Why would she be?
So we should go.
Yeah.
Because Lisa DeRosa apparently was doing some time scrying at the restaurant.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Gunther? Can you move?
Yes.
Can I put on Prime Sight?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and give me difficulty 4, please.
Cool. I would like to do it for the scene.
Sounds good. So you want at least 2 successes.
Okay. I got 2 successes.
All right, 2 successes. All right, you see magic flare around you, and for just the briefest second as Holly finishes her effect. Now, Holly, how do you do that mind suppression on his aura?
So this mind suppression, I think she pulls out some incense from her bag that's and she'll light it around him while basically doing some like low hums and like breathing exercises around him to try and like cloud his mind basically and basically give him like a incense cloud.
That sounds good. So it is it works, first of all, like quite well. And as you do that, you are going to see the back of that Bex, like the magic just fade into existence. The swirling colors of mind magic in front of you, which to you, of course, are grayscale since you can't see, you know, the colors that you don't know. Oh, actually, wait, you have mind magic 1, don't you? Bex, you have mind 1, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Bex, though.
All right, so yeah, you will see the swirling colors there, and as you do, you will see that there's like a soft suffusion of energy around Gunther that will just go, and he just looks totally neutral.
Excellent.
Besides that, anybody who has any wonders or magical items on them are going to see that you will see that they glow as well.
Cool, but nothing else.
No.
That I can see right now.
Actually, nope, I lied. You are going to see the barest hint in the air of correspondence or data magic.
Okay.
Because you do not have this place as a sanctum, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Nope.
Okay, then it's not warded. So
it is not.
So someone was just scrying here.
They know we're here. They've been watching us. We need to go.
Okay, yeah, no, that's not surprising.
All right. I really don't understand what's going on in the slightest, but...
Me neither, but people are going to want to stop us from doing whatever it is, so especially now that we've got, and she kind of winces a little as she says it, our new friend.
Fair.
Now, that's no way you talk to the new girlfriend, right? Holly will try and joke. And it's very tense.
Bex will give one of those, like, tense laughs. Just like, yeah.
Huh? Oh.
I'm making a joke because I'm the new friend, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. And Paisley's gonna just, like, look around. She's gonna grab a bunch of knickknacks and shove them into a purse, like, in addition to her existing lighter and, like, charcoal, and, like, she's gonna actually grab a Sharpie of all things, because, you know, whatever. And just some emergency first aid stuff, and just be like, okay, I think I'm ready. And she's gonna grab the bird and head outside, and it's like heading outside.
How much paradox do you have on you?
None.
Okay, cool, good.
I think I'm the only one with paradox right now.
I have 2.
Oh, you just took some?
from last game.
Right.
Yeah, last
Oh,
game.
okay.
I have 0 paradox. It's a miracle.
So Gunther will stand up. You'll hear a couple of inside of his knee as the servos kind of glitch up for a second. He'll punch himself in the kneecap. Just. Excuse me.
Yes, a classic.
I prefer vintage.
I meant a classic technique. You know, hit the computer, make it start working again.
Percussive maintenance. Very funny.
Yeah.
You're very clever.
Thanks. She is very weirded out by acting friendly towards this. Okay. And she's gonna go over to the door and stop and look at it. And then be like, we should see if anybody's, on the other side of this door. Yay, paranoia. It can work for you.
All right, so what do you do? Actually.
Yeah.
As you go to step to the door, there is going to be a fizzle in your sight alone, you're going to see like little sparks of yellow energy begin to outline the door frame.
Do I recognize the sphere? Because I have a lot.
It's correspondence.
Oh, good. Fuck.
You could try to counterspell it.
I would love to try to counterspell it. I was
Okay.
actually just looking up how to counterspell shit.
Yep, let's do it. This is going to be a rough one, but we can do it. So that
Yep.
is in Mage the Ascension M20. And let's give her. So let me just pull that up on my end because we're going to be using the edition that is in Mage 20. And I am a revised baby, so I'm still always learning Mage 20. And I appreciate your patience while I do so. Counter. Now we just wait for my computer to figure it out. I believe in you, computer.
Read through the big book.
Counter magic. No, that's not counter magic. That's the credits page. Adobe is not always great at searching for things.
It's really not.
Counter magic, counter magic, counter magic. Consensus. Confluxes, concept. Unless you have the page right there.
I don't.
Okay, so counter magic.
So maybe I can find it better in
Correspondence.
physical copy.
I think you probably can. I think the index is probably
Alright, let's break it out.
much better than my...
Upside down. Sorry for the clap.
That's okay. Still better than your old dice rolls.
True facts.
Right? That was loud. But now it's good. It's around like page 600 or something like that. Sorry, folks. I'm not memorizing a 700-page book. I didn't do it for my masters. I'm not doing it for this game. Successes divided option. Types of quiet. Why paradox. Lots of paradox. Wow, a lot of pages of paradox. Nightfall counterspelling. Oh, got it.
Oh, cool.
Counter magic is on page 545. So, sphere knowledge. To oppose another's effect, you need to have at least one dot in it. The roll. Assuming you have the essential spheres, make an arete roll. Under reckoning, it's difficulty 8, so this is going to be difficulty 7. So this is a contested... Oh, pardon me. No, for each success rolled, reduces one success from the attacker's successes. If the incoming successes were based upon magical feats, then the incoming spell matter. So, what that means is you can go ahead and make me an arete roll.
Okay.
And you can spend willpower on this.
I am going to do that. Stay out of my house. Actually, quick question.
Yes.
Even though this is technically me using Prime, because like the data correspondence sphere is my affinity sphere, is there anything I can do to like lower, aside from spend quintessence, is there anything I can do to lower?
Not on counter magic.
Okay. I didn't think so, but I thought I'd check.
However, it would be easier for you to set up a ban on the door. So if
I
you
can't do that.
Oh, great! You can't. You could probably make it more difficult with one. You could still probably scramble some perceptions to make her roll more difficult.
True.
So it wouldn't mean that she has like a success buffer, but it would mean that she would have a higher difficulty.
Right. I'm probably not. I'm probably thinking just make it stop.
Yeah,
at this
let's
point.
just rip this apart right now.
While we're at the door, can you like detect thoughts through walls?
No, it has to be, unless you can hear somebody on the other side, you have to be
Okay.
able to perceive them inside of one of your senses.
Okay.
Or you would be able to if, for example, like, if someone's hiding behind a door in the same room as you, like, or behind a couch, you can't
Yeah.
see them, and if they're really quiet, you theoretically could, like, detect them inside of your sensory range is the way I run it. Jen, what'd you do? Did you botch?
I rolled 2 1s on my 2 dice.
Did you spend a willpower on this?
I did.
Okay, well, that's not a botch.
Yep.
Okay, so that's good. So reaching up, you are going to try to tear down this effect as it is going, but you are not going to be able to, because before you can, the room is going to fill with the scent of patchouli and like some pretty chill ass music is going to start playing under the door, like someone's holding a boombox in the hallway.
Please.
And you're gonna hear on your door.
I feel like Paisley is grabbing stuff in the bedroom, is like, babe, can you grab that? Not even just, like, thinking about this.
I'm gonna
Can I
look
throw a
over the
mind
other
shield
two.
on myself?
Yes, how do you do that real quick? And then I'll go back to Bex.
Holly's gonna just start suddenly doing like burpees on the floor. Just get
okay,
that
that's
part.
a way to do it.
Yep. Just sudden burpees. My girl's fit. I can do this.
Sure. Okay, so Mind Shield is using the Mind 1 version of that.
Yep.
Okay, so that's gonna be difficulty of 4.
All right, and I am going to for remind me how the mind shield works for what I
So
want to
it's
put into...
it raises your willpower for in terms of using mind magic on you.
Sweet.
So basically, it doesn't add willpower points, but it spoofs extra points of willpower. So I treat
Cool.
you as having willpower plus mind shield.
Okay, cool.
So you want at least. So the way it's going to work is you're going to put successes into duration and power.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're going to want at least 2 points into duration to make it last for the scene, and then the rest
Yeah.
you're just going to want power. So I'd say you're going for 4 successes.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Never a bad time for burpees, the chat says. Always a bad time.
Oh my goodness. I almost botched, but I rolled a 10. Oh, okay, so
Yep.
we roll 10s for
We're
our
re-rolling
turns?
10s on magic to make it more exciting.
Cool.
But botches, we're going to blow you up, so that's fine.
So, that would be 2 successes, but the 1 cancels that out, so that's 1 success.
1 success, okay. So I'll say you can continue next round. Like, you'll
Okay.
get a tiny bit of it up. So you'll be able to try again in a minute at a higher difficulty. What is everybody else doing? So, Bex, you said you were doing, like, reaching...
I was looking back at the other two. She's a little frozen and like, do I just open the door or do we try to jump out the like 4th story window over there?
After a beat, after Paisley's gonna actually poke her head and be like, wait, don't answer that. Or wait. Answer it? Fuck. Guess they're here already.
They know we were here. They can probably also hear us.
Can I ask a quick question of Robin? Robin, what does Lisa sound like? Like, what if I had to pick a voice for her? What would it be? Is it like, does she have a voice like Cher, or do like that kind of "Do you believe"? Or does she have like an accent of some kind? Like, what does she sound like?
Oh, who was I thinking of?
I keep
really
thinking that she's like
picture-
Dolly Parton for some reason, and that's way opposite concepts.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of like, it's the show, oh fuck, what's it called? It's with Jane Fonda and someone else. It's the old people that, oh my god, I'm forgetting the name of the show.
Frankie and Grace? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
Frankie and Grace. I'm thinking of Frankie, the old hippie. I forget what Frankie's actress is.
Oh, it's probably Lily, what's her name?
Yeah, it is.
I just
Yeah.
forget what she sounds like, so I'll just kind of make it up.
Yeah, you just like just like somewhat like, yeah, cool, whatever.
Okay,
like a
that's
little
all I need.
surferish, yeah.
Yeah, I can probably hear you out here. Like, I totally can. Not to be rude or anything. I can come in or you can come out. Anything's fine with me.
Bex is just gonna sigh. It's like, the jig is up. This isn't technocracy, so, there's that at least. And she's just gonna look at the other two and kind of shrug and then go to open the door.
All right, you open the door and it opens into what is very obviously a Renaissance store, like a hippie new age shop. The windows are all covered up. There's like skulls of various animals on the shelves, but mostly just like crystals, tarot cards, and just crap. Just like a lot of floor space, a lot of like fake athames and things like that. And you are going to see a woman standing on the other side who is dressed in kind of like flowing garments, like big baggy pants with elephants emblazoned on them, like the India pants, like the Indian yoga pants. She has a leather cord wrapped around her scalp that is like mixing these like dangling like indigenous style feathers and beads into her long. Real quick question, Robin, is her hair gray or does she dye it like a very dull black?
She dyes it.
Okay, or is it black or red?
It's black.
It's black, like, but doesn't match her eyebrows black. Like it's really obvious
totally.
that it's dyed.
It's bad.
Okay.
It's a bad box dye.
Bad box dye. Okay. She's not unattractive. She looks like she probably was a looker about 30 years ago. But time makes fools of us all, and she is wearing a top that some would see as far too low cut for a woman in her 60s. Especially because the definition of low cut descends with your age. Hey guys, how's it going? Come on in. Everything's fine. Ooh, who's this big fella?
It's my new boyfriend as well. Don't you know, Lisa?
He's a big one. Thank you. I am well endowed.
Well, are you now?
That's my girl.
I am packing heat.
All right.
Paisley, love, come join us.
Yeah.
Hurry, I can't keep this up for long. Someone tried to tear this down, man, but it's okay. It's okay. We're all having good vibes in here.
I just don't like when people come over unannounced.
Technically, I'm in the hallway, bud. It's okay.
You knocked.
It's council business. Namaste.
Right.
I'll stay at home.
Yep. So Paisley's got her bird on her shoulder because she doesn't want to leave this thing around in case someone else invades the apartment. And we'll just come up next to Bex and be like, okay. All right. Okay, let's go. Right? Yeah.
And she'll step aside and allow you to walk through.
So Paisley's holding Bex's hand and just be like, well, yeah, let's go. And you'll just like sort of like tug her through.
Yeah.
Vivian will follow.
Yeah, Holly's gonna grab Vivi's hand and let's go talk to my old mentor.
Now question, when they go through and the door closes behind them, is it still our door? Am I able to lock the door behind us?
I was thinking
Yes.
the exact same thing.
Yes, you are.
Perfect.
But you also have a condo door, so it auto locks.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You just don't have
Nice.
the bolt locked, right? So it's the double lock, maybe a triple lock because it's San Fran. But no,
I think Paisley and Bex both go back and are like reach their keys for the bolt lock as well.
it's all fine, man. Well, welcome, Mikasa. This is my shop. Holly, you already know it. I was wondering if you folks were looking for, can I get you a drink, a chair? I've got some yerba mate. It's really, really, really luscious. And I just want us to have a nice, casual, calm conversation. So, I know the perfect thing. Come on in. And she'll go and rummage behind the counter.
Would I be able to do another roll to get my mind shield up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Difficulty is now 6.
Difficulty is now 5.
5.
It was 6 before. It now is 5. Go ahead.
Bex will kind of put her arm around Paisley and kind of lean in close to her head and just be like, I hate this.
hat hand.
Which
I know.
Vivian kept a hold of that whiskey bottle.
Okay.
You're not going to have
this
this anymore. It's just it's done.
Whiskey acquired.
Yeah.
Okay. How many did you get there, Robin?
I got 3 successes on that, so that
Okay.
brings it to 4.
Okay, so that's going to be for the rest of the scene. You're at a +3 difficulty.
Sweet.
Okay. All right.
Quick question. Now that we're in here, is there anything flaring up to my prime site?
Yeah, quite a few things. She is going to reach behind the counter, and one of the things that is going to flare up as she rummages around, she's going to pull out a baggie that is glowing with quintessence. And you'll see immediately why as she spreads it on the counter on a little tray. Besides that, she has, you'll see that a flare goes up around Holly, and there are a couple of items inside of this room that are glowing slightly. One of them is a lava stone bracelet that she is wearing around her left wrist. Another is that she has there is a glowing knife that is like laying on the counter, just like slightly out of reach of a customer, basically.
Okay.
It is glowing with prime and mind magic.
Okay. I was gonna say with like wonders and such. I wasn't sure if I could read the spheres on them as well, but
that one specifically, yes, is looks like it's already keyed to something. This the bracelet is glowing with mind magic and nothing else, just mind.
okay, cool.
Oh, and pardon me. Also, there is. Nope. That's it. That's all she would have up right now.
Okay.
So she is going to put a silver tray on the counter and is going to deposit a bunch of dried mushrooms. Here we go. Eat up my treat. They are glowing. They are obviously Tass. For those of you who are not aware, when quintessence solidifies into physical form, it becomes a substance known as Tass. It can be a literal magic mushroom.
Yeah, Paisley's gonna look over at Bex, and then look at the mushrooms, and look back at Bex. Be like, are these safe?
If you don't want that, then I absolutely can. I have some ayahuasca that I got from one of my Indian friends. I'm sorry. What's the term we're using these days? Anyway, Chief got me these. It's awesome. It's absolutely great.
Bex will whisper in Paisley's ear. Looks like Tass, but I don't know if I'd trust anything she's putting out.
Yes, Amy.
Quick question. So I have a merit poison resistance. I'm trying to look it up and see if it does anything for like
Poison
counteracting.
would probably not do anything against psychoactives.
Okay.
Poison would be something that like harms your system, right? So
Yeah.
poison resistance would give you a benefit against the harmful effects. Not that mushrooms really have a harmful effect for the most part, but like say that if you did like an opiate, that would help you resist that, both the high and the aftershock, and help prevent you from forging an addiction.
So in that case, she will tentatively reach for one.
Sure. All right. So you know what? I'm gonna see what they say in Mage about this. Drugs.
Okay, so that refills your quint, basically, right?
It'll give you a point of quint if you take one. Yeah.
I don't know. Would life be able to tell me anything about them? If there's anything weird about them?
Sure. Well, no, because they're dried, so it would be matter.
Okay.
You could make me a wits and streetwise roll or an int and streetwise roll though, to see if they look like just good from like what you think.
I do not have streetwise.
Okay, so you're not good at acquiring drugs on the street. Understood.
No.
For the record, for the record, Amy, there is an alcohol drug tolerance merit as well as poison resistance, so that's why
that merit. Okay. Yeah, I specifically went with poisons for
So yeah, you wouldn't get sick or die from something, which is why you took it, because you could eat your own cooking.
Yeah, so it is not listed as either a poison or a drug, so that wouldn't, or a disease. So, wow, they have a chart for diseases. That's kind of fun. All right. All right, so.
It actually does specifically say you survive overdoses of booze or drugs with the poison resistance merit, but nothing
Yeah,
else.
'cause that's literally poisoning your body.
Yeah.
All right, so she spreads them out on the table. What I would like is if you are going to just take one right there. Anybody who takes one, make me a stamina roll, please.
Okay.
Because that's really, well, hold on. Stamina doesn't really seem to make sense. It feels like this is one of the times where the old World of Darkness engine falls a little flat. This would be more like a resolve and composure roll in Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's more about just like maintaining your chill. So what I'm gonna say for this, yeah, let's go with stamina. Let's go with stamina against a difficulty of 8, probably, if you're taking a full one, because you're gonna get buzzed.
Okay. I get to make the stamina roll at difficulty 7 then because of alcohol drug tolerance.
Sure. Yeah, that one specifically would be against the fun effects.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 9 and a 1.
Okay. So.
Two successes.
2 successes. All right. So, and Holly, are you taking one?
Yep. I got a 1 and a 10 and a 3, so I got
There's nothing.
nothing.
Okay, so here is the deal. What is going to... Goddamn. Okay, so popping one of these. Holly, you are going to be fine. This is a fairly mild dose. Everyone who takes one is going to regenerate 1 point of quintessence. Those of you who failed the roll, basically it's going to hit you faster than it should. It's going to hit you within the next like minute or two because it is a quintessence-based effect. Almost immediately. And what it's going to do is it's going to make you really kind of giggly drunk. Like it's gonna make you feel like everything's funny, like you kind of just want to roll around on the ground, like just, I think silly is the best word for this, but also you're gonna get like a little silly and some visual hallucinations, some strobing and things like that, some auras. But for the most part, it'll just raise your difficulty on wits or perception rolls. Because everything's funny and you're seeing weird shit. Mostly just hand-eye coordination is going to be a little rough because the couch is going to basically look like it has layers. Should I have one? Yeah, big fella. Dig in. Thank you. Made it in the trash can in one movement. That's great.
Did you just eat a piece of paper?
Well, I pulled it out and threw it in the trash
Well, I
can
know.
without looking.
I didn't know if you had like a chip beside you.
No, I wish. Yeah, so he'll pop one in his mouth and just chew it. Thank you.
The robot's eating a mushroom.
Oh. Is that just a pet name? Or...
Yeah, he has the good stamina.
Vivian's gonna kind of very quietly kick Holly.
Hey, so I saw what happened at the Chinese restaurant. Guys, you can't go doing stuff like that.
What, defend ourselves?
Well, blow places up, and then...
We didn't.
What are you saying? Are you accusing us of something?
Well, yeah, I'm accusing Paisley threw a Molotov cocktail in a Chinese restaurant, hon.
Why?
Why what?
Did you see why?
Yeah.
Or are you blaming us and ignoring that part? It's not really nice.
I'm sorry, did we get off on the wrong foot here, babe? Cause like, I just
Don't call my girlfriend, babe. That's
I-
my job.
Oh, sorry, I thought, because of your robot boy, that it's okay if you're in like, like, hey, love flows free. You know?
Yeah, it does.
I'm just saying that, look, like Rex said that you didn't do it, and then I find out that you did.
Well, but to me, you're saying it's our fault and we just randomly threw one.
Well, I just want to help
So
you.
that feels like you're blaming us without actually knowing what happened.
You're really, really confrontational.
Well, you're the one blaming us.
I'm sorry, I think we got off on the wrong foot. You're not from here, right?
What does
I'm
that
from
matter?
all around.
Well, I just wanted to check in because right now you're in San Francisco, and the council does things differently here.
Oh, blames people without finding out the whole thing, huh?
You're a council member now, Lisa? I did not know that.
I get around, and hey,
Apparently. Don't know whose dick you had to suck to get that position. But I bet you did.
whose dick I suck is my business. But I do have a lot of friends like the council in Los Angeles, and that's where you're from, right? So maybe watch the attitude a little bit, the princess.
I'm just asking questions if you saw the whole thing. It sounds like you didn't, but you're not letting us say what happened.
Seems to
You're
me
saying
like
you
I'm
did
giving
it.
you a lot of I'm giving you a lot of chance to talk.
Doesn't seem like it.
How do you want to do this from here? Because I've been trying to be nice.
I just
I
asked a
wanted to reach
question
out
and you
to
got
you.
rude with me. I was just asking if you saw why we did what we did.
Honey child, I don't know
And you've
why.
avoided the question the whole time.
You can be a confrontational little minx.
I'm not being confrontational.
You're
on your
avoiding
disguise.
questions.
And you're harboring that thing.
It sounds like you're working with the technocracy.
Mm.
Because you're covering it up. Or are you avoiding
I
the
would
question?
ask you if you're fucking high right now, but I know you are because you just popped a
Actually,
mushroom.
I'm not.
I think I am.
I've got a good
I'm
tolerance.
a little bit.
Bex just like pulls Paisley's hand down, like, no, sweetie.
I brought you here to try to help you, since you're violating the law of shadow.
Oh.
She's gonna look at the hit mark, and then look back at you. She, by the way, she's 100% dead to rights. You guys are violating council protocol.
Is it
immediately.
100%, like even if it's an Aetherites creation?
Well, they don't know that part. But
Well,
helping
so
the
I know I'm
technically,
not.
according to the old rules of the council, the rules of one moment. Hold on. I got to do this real quick.
Oh no.
My goodness.
Whips out
I
the
just
book.
feel like Paisley's sitting here. She's got her bird on her arm, and she's just like playing with one of its wings.
What's that?
Just listen. So Paisley's just listening to this happening around her with the bird on her hand, on her like up on her fingers, and she's just like playing with one of its wings. Just like
Okay.
Holly's like high, but also not liking that her girlfriend is getting in with her mentor that she left on bad terms with. So Holly's like kind of high, but also kind of like getting ready to punch her. 'Cause
oh no, you're high and aggro.
she's high.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
no.
I
Oh,
have
no.
short fuse as a flaw. So
Nice.
Oh, good.
Holly's probably gonna punch soon.
Oh god, do it! Punch her in the boob.
Well, and I'm more than willing to, like, roll social attributes and whatnot to, like, pull this off.
Sure. So I'm just checking the law of shadows real quick. I figured the LARP book would have it laid out a little better since it was so overly political.
Yeah.
But I'm just checking it real quick. So storytelling devices.
Yeah, you can also get me to roll a willpower roll. to figure out if I actually just straight up punch her in the face.
I mean,
that is
you know what? I want you to make that willpower roll, and then I'll tell you when it triggers.
sweet.
And then Paisley's like slumped over, like snuggling up against Bex, just like.
Oh God. Shadow.
I botched, Kelly.
Oh shit! I'll tell you when it's time then. So you're gonna just because you're a little high, and then it's gonna happen.
And she's going after my girl. Yep. So I rolled a 4, 2, and a 1. So I punched.
Oh my God. Okay.
So my interpretation right now is that a council member is trying to cover up what happened.
It seems no. Sort of. She's trying to. It looked like she tried to pull you aside to talk to you about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And
But she got really aggro and deflection. Well, she got really deflective over me asking, well, did you see everything that happened? Why we did that?
I think it's because you said it in a really jerky way.
I just said it in a gentle way, I thought.
Maybe.
This is how miscommunications happen.
This is true. This is true. So
I feel like you should ask me to roll for that.
I think I will actually. Why don't you go ahead and give me a charisma plus politics roll or a charisma plus.
Politics is great. I got politics.
Yeah, sure. To basically like play the game. Do it.
Yeah. I got this.
Fine.
I can't
Your
find it in this
girlfriend's
damn
ruining
book.
this.
1 sec. I'm just gonna Google it. I should just
Your
Google
girlfriend's
it.
gonna ruin this for you anyway. Sorry, Vivi, because.
What was the difficulty?
For this, I'm gonna say it's kind of a tense situation, so I'll say 7.
Okay. That's 5 successes.
Okay. So Law of Shadows. God damn it, they used to have it easily available. So basically it's stuff like don't consort with the technocracy. Shit. I used to know off the top of my head, but then I stopped running the LARP for like 10 years. So long story short, it's don't mess with the minds of sentient beings against their will. Don't turn people into pigs, that kind of thing. Don't consort with the enemies of Ascension, so the technocracy, Nefandi, Marauders. Do not reveal the existence of magic to anybody who is not awakened. That includes vampires and all of them, and a bunch of stuff like that. So that kind of thing. So having a hit marked sidekick is essentially against the council's rules. Now, what I will tell you with that role is that the Council of Nine exists, and I'm using the material from Lore of the Traditions list. It exists, kind of.
It's a little outdated.
It's a little outdated, and a lot of people aren't really involved in it anymore because the technocracy doesn't really go after mages anymore, and hasn't for the entire time you have been awakened.
Why bother? Because they can win by just making the sleepers think what they want.
Well, also they've got, you don't know this in character, but they've got bigger fish to fry. Like they're working on bigger problems, and honestly, sometimes when a deranged angel from a hidden book of the Bible shows up and wants to throw down, they might want to reach out to the Chorus or Hermetics for help, because yeah, they can blow it up in half of a city block, but if you can find its true name and send it back to hell, like, a little more convenient. But that being said, the Council of Nine only ever existed because of its enemies. And the fact that they don't have enemies anymore,
that doesn't mean much.
It kind of taints their relevance. Also, I will say right off the bat, in case you weren't picking up on it, she has been dropping some incredibly outdated and just dumb shit.
Oh yeah, no, Vivian is biting her tongue hard to not make this a more tense situation.
I figured the headband would be enough by itself, but
oh, everything that you've been mentioning is just like
cool. All right, cool. So I wanted to make sure that was coming across okay.
Oh yeah, no, I picked that up because I definitely am leaning hard into that side of things.
Okay, so you got 5 successes?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so what do you want to do with this to be charismatic and?
So basically, like, I'm not trying to be her enemy. I'm just trying to make sure the facts are straight. I want to make sure that I understand what she's saying because it feels like we're being accused. But I think there's some missing information potential, so I'm worried that maybe she didn't see everything that was happening.
Okay, you know what? you might be right. Given the way that I was looking at this, I might have missed some things. I'm really sorry about that. I just see my little Holly bear, and I just got stressed, and I want the best for her because she's the sweetest. Now,
Punch.
okay, make me a
Holly!
is strength or dex your higher stat?
Dex is my higher stat.
Give me dex and brawl, please. Difficulty of
You're gonna like
difficulty of
shock the
5.
heck out of Vivi, by the way.
Bex
Difficulty of
continues
5.
to look impressed with Holly.
Yes.
Paisley's like.
Everyone make the Chris Pratt face.
Oh god, that's a lot of tens.
So now you get the successes.
I do. Okay, so I'm guessing, does boxing apply to this?
I'll allow it.
Sweet. Okay. So difficulty 5.
So you're gonna re-roll all those tens, huh?
Okay.
All right, I want to see it. I want to see this.
8 successes.
Do you? Okay. Roll your strength plus 8.
Okay.
These will explode, by the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that these dice will
Her
explode.
boob's gonna explode.
And we're going difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6. Oh god, I rolled more 10s.
Well, I can see the way this relationship goes. Vivi tries to be diplomatic, and then Holly just straight up punches him.
This is why Holly doesn't drink or take drugs much anymore.
This is just the face I'm wearing all night. It's so much smugger without my beard. My lips
Okay.
are way more just
5 successes.
5 successes. Okay, I'm just gonna roll something else real quick. Okay, cool. That only 5?
Yeah, only 5.
Okay. You are where do you hit her?
I think she's going just straight for her gut. She's going
Alright.
for the gut punch.
Okay, you're out of focus,
Gosh,
by the
she's
way.
gonna puke all over the
Oh,
place.
sorry.
All right, so doing that, let me just roll her stamina to see if she soaks any of that. Okay, she soaks 1 point of that, so she is maimed with bashing damage in 1 hit. You are going to just whoosh, and like crank her in the gut, and she's just
Vivi's just gonna shriek as well.
and she's gonna collapse on the ground. The hit mark is going to look
Don't
at
call me Holy Bear!
Should I finish her?
No. Holly, maybe you should sit with Bex. Bex, corral her, please. Please, Holly? Please?
Bex is gonna leave Paisley.
Holly,
I was
playing
just-
with
Vivian's
Bird.
gonna grab your hair, pull you
Trying-
in, kiss you, then push you to sit down.
Child.
Grab
Uh,
Holly and bring her over.
And Lisa's gonna faint.
Well,
Paisley's
that's one
just
way to
gonna,
end
like,
a conversation.
She's a
Reaching
60-year-old
out for a
woman who just got
high
punched in the
five.
gut for 4 successes than I could take in a punch. So, like, and she's high as fuck, too. So she's just out.
Yeah.
So she sags to the door. What do you do?
Damn, Holly.
I almost had that in hand. She was
Holy-
agreeing with me.
Can either of you, like, alter her memories?
No, I don't do mind.
I have mind. I don't know if I can alter
I have a feeling
memories.
Holly's too high to do that. Also, that's not.
Or time. If we can always rewind time.
There's a bit more involved than that.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken. This is why I don't do drugs. She pushed me into taking drugs. I have bad. We ended on bad terms, and she always used to call me Holly, but I
Noticed.
Holly, darling, you know you can always say no to drugs, right?
I know.
I will back you up 100%. It is your choice.
I know, babe. I just... She gets me. I just... Her aura, the vibe, it's just not what I want.
Oh, it's terrible.
when I'm with her.
It's completely
I hate
outdated
it.
and awful.
She
but-
vomits on the floor.
That's
Ew.
gross.
Well,
If
Should we stay here?
no,
I imagine healing her would go a little ways towards good.
what if you just like black out the part where we
She got
came here?
punched?
Yeah, maybe she'll just think she passed out on her own.
took too many drugs, hallucinated, passed out.
Yeah.
You want to induce an overdose? That is doable. He reaches into his mouth and pulls out the undigested, unchewed, like, mushroom. What?
That's
Don't want to overdose her.
Um,
I
Well,
don't
what
think
we're-
she could. I think she's so full of drugs, I don't think you could overdose her anymore.
while we're still kind of talking about it, Bex is also just going to pull out her laptop and see if there's Wi-Fi here that she can connect to.
All right, high or low is good for you on the Wi-Fi front.
High.
No, but there's a Luna Coffee next door that has open Wi-Fi.
No, that's fine.
Also, there are 7 more doses of magic mushroom on the counter. Just laying there.
I take some.
Basil's
How
also gonna
big?
grab some because
Please
it's useful.
write down.
Suck it.
Okay, there are 7. Hold up how many fingers you're taking. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's 1 dose left on the counter.
Holly's not touching that.
Neither is Bex.
This is how you have to do things with snatch and grabs, folks. Just ask for fingers. It's the fastest.
Oh.
If no one takes the last one, Paze is gonna be like, you know what, this could come in useful, and grab the third one.
That's a good punch, though.
You have like
very
fists of fury. Like, can I? And Paze is gonna come over and like try to grab one of Holly's fists if she's willing.
Yeah, Holly will
Just
like,
kind of
let her
like
take it.
examining it, just like, whoa. It doesn't look any. It looks
Vivian's
normal.
gonna look over at Bax and feel like we're not letting them get high or drunk again. This is ridiculous. Can I guess I heal her enough to not like be in agony when she wakes up?
She'll rest this off in a day or so, probably.
Oh, okay. If
So
that's
maimed is just the wound condition. You basically just like punched her unconscious in movie terms.
okay.
So
Okay.
can I do something again, kind of dumb? And I found this route, and I don't know if it actually works with these sphere levels. So please feel free to tell me I can't do this.
Well, go ahead.
But it's called No Time, and it's about removing the sense of time from the subject or the mage. So it is impossible for them to plan for the future or remember the past. All that exists is an eternal now. It's actually a cult of ecstasy route.
Okay.
Usually invoked by an extreme intoxication, loud music, etc., etc.
Okay.
It says it's entropy 2, mind 1, time 1.
I'll allow it.
Awesome.
But I need you to get 5 successes.
Okay. I can do it extended though.
I need
if-
you to get 4 successes.
Okay.
Because if you want it to last for a day on her.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
So yeah, now that Bex has her laptop open, she's gonna be like, make sure she doesn't wake up for the next like little bit. I just need to do something.
Gunther is still holding the piece of task mushroom in his hand.
I could just punch her out again if she wakes up.
No.
I would take so much joy in that.
As you're glancing around, the front door that you walk through is now a glass door to this new age shop.
Vivi's gonna go over and make sure it's locked and like flip a sign to closed if it's not already.
It already was closed.
Okay.
And the windows are tinted. You can also see that there's honestly, I feel like this would have been a dispensary, to be honest, for her, but that's a new age shop. Let's see. just checking something real quick. So you are in the hippier district of San Francisco. So like the hippie area, which is.
If there's anything in this shop, Holly's probably looking for like teas and incense.
You're in Hyde Ashbury. Yep. So sorry, you're looking for what?
Oh, just like teas and incense to kind
Oh yeah,
of
everywhere. Like we're talking like, and she
her
has teas in cabinets that are laced with things. She has just like echinacea ones. She just has like some gunpowder green tea. She's got some problematic stuff.
Yeah, she'll take like some herbal ones that don't have anything laced with them. She'll take like stuff like chamomile and echinacea and like basically like all the like soothing mind stuff because that's what she uses as well. That's the one thing she's kept from her mentor is the tea and incense.
All right. So that's not a problem at all. You'll absolutely be able to do that. You'll loot her supplies. Is anybody grabbing anything? There is still that glowing knife there that you'll see, Bex. It's kind of like a swirly serpentine knife. And on the base of it, it has a carved snake head, kind of at the bottom of the pommel. Looks like it's carved out of ivory.
Bex will point it out as like, mostly in a asking Holly, like, are you familiar with that knife? Because it looks like it's magical.
You've never seen it before in your life, Holly.
Oh, I have not seen that at all.
Anybody who's looking at it, though, I would like you to make me an intelligence and academics roll.
Oh, sure.
Perfect.
I do not have either.
I have intelligence.
I have no academics, so I'm not going to even attempt that one, I don't think.
Do I have any penalties or anything because I'm high?
No, I will absolutely not penalize this.
Okay, cool.
Difficulty?
Difficulty of, we'll say 7, just because it's a little it's a little specific.
3 successes for me.
Oh, damn.
4
good.
successes because I rolled a 1.
Oh, nice. So looking at that, that is it's an Indian design, or maybe Cambodian, but it is an Indian design. It is looks like it's modeled after the Indian Naga. It looks quite old. I would say at least 100 years old. And did anybody get 3 successes?
I got 4.
Okay, damn. You would believe right off the bat that is probably a sacred ceremonial knife. From definitely someone not with her complexion. And it's glowing right now. It is an activated wonder.
Interesting.
If you had to guess, I would say maybe for Baena, likely Euthanatoy or Chakravanti.
Yeah. I can't remember. Did you tell me what spheres were lit up on it?
It is Mind and Prime.
Interesting.
That is very cool.
Does anybody handle it at all?
Yeah, Pace is gonna go pick it up.
It's heavy. Like this thing weighs like a bar of iron as you pick it up. Like I'd say this weighs a good 1.5 pounds for a 12-inch dagger. That's a lot. But as you are glancing down, you are going to see that it has a bit of Sanskrit carved in it. And you are a hermetic, so I'm going to give this to you.
Sure.
It is the word satya. Roughly translates as truth or virtue.
Huh. I wonder what the function of this thing is.
Bex is still kind of half distracted with trying to do this rote, or not rote, but fact.
Pace gonna look at this thing and try and assess if she thinks this would be useful for like rituals and ceremony and such for herself.
It's definitely probably better in your hands than her hands, but
That's true. She'll stuck it in her bag.
okay.
Vivian's gonna ask her, so what is that?
It's very old, very cool.
Yeah.
And like, look at this, and she'll start like pointing out the details and like just going in depth and like, look at this part here that reminds me of like, this is like clearly like an like Naga design. And that says like truth or a virtue.
What's it in?
It says Sanskrit.
Shouldn't that probably belong to like a Thanatoy or something?
Probably. I have no idea what it's doing here.
Based on the rest of what she does, it looks like.
I mean, if we
Appropriated?
take it with us, I'm sure that it'll find its way to a more suitable owner.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
We should leave.
So Kelly, if I take
Probably.
some time on this,
Yes.
I'm basically is there a computer in here at all, like even for sales? Or
There is like an old Mac computer, like an iMac from like 2010.
okay, yeah, I would like to essentially try to do this. I can do it over multiple turns if I get in like half successes or whatever, right?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Just tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend a willpower and basically I'm writing a program that is like a bit of a recursive loop in order to make her think she's just there was only now.
All right.
Rewrite reality,
Nope, that works for me.
There goes gravity.
Yeah.
Oh,
And like I said, I'm
humanity.
spending a willpower and let's see what happens.
Let's see it. Let's do it.
I rolled an 8 and a 10
Ooh.
and another 8. So that is 4 successes.
Damn. Okay, yep, that'll work. So you'll be able to attach that to her, running that through her head.
Yeah.
Done. What do you do?
Excellent. That'll be fine, right? All right, we can go.
Stuck in a trip.
Perhaps
She
this
should
is
be out of her
safe.
hair for
Are
about
we
a day.
going?
Gunther will lean over, just bend fully at the waist, 90 degrees, and like just put the other mushroom in her mouth.
Yeah, good call.
Nighty night.
Off to Cliff House.
Yeah.
Car with us right now. Where are we actually? Where is her shop? Vivian will start looking out the door.
We're in Height Ashbury.
Oh.
That's about, just checking my map real quick. It's about 5 kilometers from your place.
Bex just goes, it's okay, we'll get there. She has a route for this.
Cliff House, you are halfway between Cliff House and your house.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, we have Google Maps, but also if Bex needs to, she'll use her core one route to just be like, yep, we'll get there when we get there, kind of thing.
I could acquire a vehicle for you if needed.
Sure.
Lower level spheres are great.
Understood. He will walk toward the front door. Click, click, jingle, 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 and will step out into the street. As so she lays on the floor. Ollie, why?
Because you're an old-fashioned, politically incorrect boomer.
You tell her.
slump.
I want to go watch a hit mark steal a car, and Paisley's gonna go run out the front door.
You run out the door just in time to see that on this street there is a screech. Hold on, I'm gonna roll for the socioeconomic wealth of this. Okay, I'm gonna roll that. Okay, cool. As a white Tesla screeches to a stop, as the hit mark Gunther steps into the road. Hey man, get on the fucking road! You first. He walks up, grabs the guy through his rolled down window, and throws him across the street.
Oh. Oops.
His passenger, this woman who is quite drunk, looks up and goes, "Huh, huh. The door or the window, your choice." And she scrambles out of the car and runs screaming down the street. I'm not sure of the horsepower of this vehicle.
That's bad, isn't it?
I kind of like him more now. Let's go.
Shotgun.
You're inebriated.
Oh wait, I should be driving.
You're inebriated.
All right.
I will drive.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Let's go.
I'm not arguing with the scary cyborg guy. Android guy. Robot?
He'll step into the Tesla, which has the gull wings come up, and he'll just get into it. The entire Tesla will sort of go, and start to the tires will almost leave the ground on the right.
We should all sit on the other side.
Yeah. Vivi, we can cuddle.
All right, and with that, you are all going to head out into the night, riding around in the stolen Tesla, and head toward Cliff House. And as you do, this shop over here, the door will clang shut behind you as you climb inside with your stolen loot and tasks. And as you do that, an old Pontiac is going to pull up to the side of the curb there, kind of almost like jumping the curb. A man is going to get out and look at it. This looks like the place. Man dressed in a long gray trench coat will look in the window. He runs his fingers through his grayed mustache. I know you. That's Lisa DeRosa. He opens the door, draws a gun from a holster under his jacket. What in the hell is happening here? As he says that, his phone vibrates. He looks down, and it's a text message containing a bunch of stills pulled from traffic cams and other things around the Wu family house. He looks down and sees pictures of each of your faces. Pictures of the hit mark. Mother of God. And then looks down at the black and white still of Bex's face, squints at it. Wait. Opens it in his picture program and just outlines your lips with the black pen and adds a little bit of eyeshadow to you with the black pen, making you look much gothier. Son of a bitch! The war's back on, boys. And I think that's where we're going to call this episode. Right there.
Oh my god.
I love him so much.
Who is that supposed to be?
Nobody. This is the guy from the opening fiction, Jeremiah Locke, the agent who got demoted.
Mobius Geralt.
My brain is like, okay, I'm getting Mobius vibes, and then you spoke, and then I was like, it's Geralt vibes, and now it's Mobius Geralt. It's like
it's a little
Geralt
bit Terry
became
Seattle.
Mobius.
It's a little bit Will Arnett and from Murderville.
Oh,
It's
I
definitely
know
him,
that.
but with like Conan O'Brien's haircut. So yeah, that's gonna be episode 2. This is gonna be 5 episodes, folks. Ballpark. And they're gonna be these nice, like, kind of shorter, compressed blocks because we get a little more cinematic there. And they're fun. That's kind of what Onyx Path does. So I hope that you are enjoying that. How'd everybody? You had a good time tonight?
Oh,
so good.
Wild.
Yes.
I love
I
it.
punched my mentor.
You punched your
Oops.
mentor, and you got a lot of magic mushrooms, which means I got to tag this like crazy when I put this on YouTube, because I have to, every time I mention a recreational drug, I have to tag it, which is funny. I mean, it's fun. It's funny. But you had fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, no, that was good.
All right. So, folks, if you have not done so yet, I strongly encourage you to go check out Lore of the Traditions on Kickstarter. If you got a couple extra bucks for them and you want a really cool book, it is really fantastic. Yes, so you arcaned the hit mark from here on in, but you did not use time magic, so that's the unfortunate part. But that does mean that, like, that carjacking was legit.
Yeah.
Yep.
How long is are the effects of the mushrooms gonna last?
The day.
Oh, good. So we're doing the rest of this adventure,
Hi.
possibly. Hi.
Nice.
Right?
Oh no.
Nope.
We didn't need more things to alter.
Just join the Disparate Alliance. That's where you're headed all anyway, right?
Oh god.
I mean, I like how Bex has been like slowly coming out of her shell a bit, because there's like this like rebellion and chaos happening. She's like, yeah, I'm here for this.
Yeah, this is way better than what I was doing. I was just gonna
Also,
quilt.
Yeah.
I love just how that's how Holly is getting in on Bex's good side, is how violent she is. Bex is like, yes, I approve.
So yeah,
Yep.
the entire MO about the lore of the traditions is basically that the old traditions were very much with their head up their ass. And I hope that is being conveyed. A little problematic. That is a keyword. And I hope that is carried across pretty well. The summary of this campaign, or this chronicle, and the Lore of the Traditions book is kind of like this kind of sums up some of it.
Yeah.
Right. Oh god, I have so many good ones that I want to use. I want to just show you all right now. I have so many memes just for this, and it's not even funny. Like, there's one for your bird specifically, but I don't know where it is. So anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Mage the Ascension Breaking Tradition, and for enjoying me enjoying it with me on my birthday. Don't enjoy me on my birthday. That's for it's Rolling D's 20s. Good to see you, folks.
Yay.
We're just wrapping up. We're gonna go take this raid somewhere else, but we can chat for a few minutes if you guys want. I want to thank you, players, for being here and for enjoying tonight with me. I really appreciate you taking the time, and yeah, thank you. Thanks for everything. And if you want, we're trying to get to 3,000 followers. We're like 50 off right now. So if you're here on a raid right now, please hit follow, because that makes me happy. And
It's
I'll
our
smile.
storyteller's birthday.
Yeah,
so give him a
it's Kelly's
follow for his
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday, follow.
Happy
Dimples
birthday,
and Dice.
Kelly.
Oh, that's an awesome name.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dimples
that's
and Dice.
amazing.
Show
Yeah.
them your dimples. Robin, you're out of focus again.
I know, my camera's being...
And you're still in Bex's apartment.
Oh, shit. When did we switch that?
Like when I
Just
said
at,
you
like,
just a minute ago.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, like right at the end.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
please continue to tune in. Go check out Lore of the Traditions. Great book. And play some other games. Play some Mage. Play Mage is a hard game to run and to understand for a lot of people, but it's really worth it when you get into it. So hey, Dimples and Dice, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate y'all. So where did you come from? Tell us what game you were playing, but and we'll talk about that in a second. But for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Keep watching, and I love you very much. If you like what we do here, you can give us a sub, please, because I want to see YouTube hit 3,000 subscribers as well. And if you want to help the channel directly, don't forget patreon.com/dorktales, because if you can tip your server at a restaurant, you should tip your streamer if you spend a lot of time with them, and or your YouTube content creator. Even $1 a month really helps pay the bills, and because this is my full-time gig, and plus, at higher tiers, you get things like a once a month
We hit 3K.
behind-the-scenes podcast. Did we hit 3K?
according to Twitch, according to the
it rounds up outside of the actual thing. So
I know,
right?
but was it 2.9 a minute ago?
Oh, was it? Cool. It's because we hit 51. We hit 51, so we're
Okay,
over the halfway mark.
Okay, so we're very close.
I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and of course to my big patrons, DM Michael Gray and Soul Omen, who are my divine patrons, as well as my demonic patron Precarious, and my princes of the Patreon, Taryn and Buddy. So thank you guys so much. Really love you. You're awesome. And I can actually thank you now that we're back on my home channel and I'm not doing that on someone else's channel. But that's fantastic. So you guys are from Philly by night. That's wonderful. And folks, we'll see you next time. Goodbye, YouTube. All right, now I can talk freely. All right, so what?
Otherwise, I was just going to say I was looking and we have a couple options potentially for raiding. Blackwater D&D is playing.
Yeah, they came by earlier. They raided us, so that would be really great.
And there's a small group playing right now. They only have 14 followers. But they're Fables _ Flumps.
Oh, thank you, Flack.
It's such a cute name.
Obama for the gift
Flack
subs.
Obama. Thank you so much.
Yay.
I'm gonna go follow Dimples and Dice right now, just because they raided us, and that was very sweet of them to do on my birthday. On the day of my birth, you followed me. Ooh, Dimples and Dice got a nice profile.
Oh, I thought the raid was by Rolling D's 20s.
Oh, it was by Rolling D's 20s.
Yeah.
Dibbles and Dice,
Yes.
just, I feel
That's
like
an awesome name.
Well, I'm your 886th follower now. And let's go, so it was Rolling D's 20s, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
D's, there we go. And, oh, I was already following Rolling D's 20s. Nice.
Nice.
I like you guys. D's, oh, I just saw myself being broadcast, so that's always fun. It was I was turning my head at an angle where I need to
Kellyception.
Kellyception. Too many Kellys. But yeah, so y'all play Vampire, of course, because you're doing Philly by Night, which is a fantastic stream. Do you do any other games over there? Like I only see you guys for Philly by Night. I don't know if you're running anything else. Because we run a ton of other stuff over here. We were running Victoria, British Columbia by night for a while, but I found personally that like I don't love Vampire 5th edition. I'm kind of an old fogey. I like the revised stuff.
Yeah.
But like I love the work that the V5 community on Twitch is doing. Like you guys put in a lot of work between like you and like Atlanta by night and Vancouver by night, of course, and I'm blanking right now. All the stuff in the Stabber runs, they run out of, I think they're DC by night. But like you guys do awesome stuff. You do a Trauma Team Chronicle? How do you like Cyberpunk Red? Because I ran 10 episodes of Cyberpunk Red. I found it a little hard to plot because it goes off the rails so quick. But I really want to run The Witcher, which uses the same engine. But it's even more brutal somehow. It's ridiculous. Kellyception, positive reinforcement, and catharsis, and layers. Oh, nice. You did D&D as well. Cool. Nice. No, not your problem. See, I really want to I want to keep playing Cyberpunk Red, but I don't want to run it. Like, I want to be a player in it. I think that I would have much more fun. And I look at some of my players, like those who know, like I keep telling James, just run it. Or Mike, like James or Mike, just run the damn game for me. Like, you can run it on the channel. I don't care. Just let me shoot some Chumbas. Wait, no, Chumba means friend. Let me shoot some gonks. Is that right? Gonks? I don't know. I'm bad with cyberpunk slang. But, like, I mean, I run 5 nights a week over here, so, like, getting to be a player might be a treat someday. It'd be good. I like it. James, run it. James needs to run it. James needs to run some damn stuff, right? Because he's, like, his whole thing is that he does sci-fi really well. And like, I'm more of a fantasy and modern supernatural and horror type of guy, you know? Dude, Blades in the Dark looks great. If you want, what the hell, Flack Obama? What are you doing there with those subs, buddy? Aw.
Trying to get into a competition with Breck over here.
You'll never beat Breck. That's amazing. Thank you so
I
much.
think Breck has quite the head start.
Brecarius just throwing subs out like just all over the place. But you're all wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Dimples and Dice, check out Band of Blades if you want to. If it's another option, it's Blades in the Dark engine, but like super depressing. The whole point is that you're like one of 9 legions that's trying to stop the end of the world because like. There were like these champions of justice who were like basically like exalted, right? Like superhuman warriors and heroes. And then like half of them went after this prince god of like basically a lich. They went after this like lich prince guy, like Arthas from Warcraft. And they're like, "Oh, he has risen. We shall defeat him." And then 4 of them joined him. And the other 3 are like, "Oh shit, the army of the dead's approaching." And the entire point of the game is that you're playing a legion who is not trying to defeat the army of the dead because you can't. You're trying to slow the army enough that all of the other people who are not in the army can make it to the other coast and sail away. It is a game where you're designed to lose from step 1. You can still win. It's very, very difficult. But depending on how you do, they have mechanics where one campaign, the success from it or failure of it bleeds over into your next campaign to see if it's harder or easier. So it could be kind of interesting. Yeah, it's a Kobayashi Maru, absolutely. Could I convince James to run Those Dark Places? I think he would really like that. But actually, Those Dark Places, the guy who wrote that actually offered to run it, and I didn't have a chance for him to run it on Extra Life this year because I had so many team members who wanted to run things. So I need to reach out to him for that, for maybe Dork Tales Expo. Oh, also 5 XP, everybody. Do it.
Yay!
And
All right.
that means I think I have some extra to play around with. I don't think I used last times.
I don't think you did. I love
10
you.
XP.
I love you folks very dearly. You all are amazing. If you want to help us out here, give us a follow. But besides that, join our Discord because we're cool people. We like to have one of the most supportive, lovely communities on the internet. And if you're a cool person, join us. Like, come hang out. We do memes and we shitpost and we have a support channel. We even have a workout channel, which I'm going to go defy because it's my birthday, and I'm going to go order a pizza as soon as game's done, and just like lay on the couch and gain another 5 pounds. Which that's what I've been doing all winter.
You deserve it. You deserve it, though.
Deserve it. I deserve it. So that as of like tomorrow, well, as of Monday, I'm taking tomorrow as like a rollover day because I'm gonna have to roll over to get out of bed. So I'm taking tomorrow kind of that, and then Monday is back to Witcher training, so like I have an ass again. I'm like, well, a good one at least, rather than anyway. It's incredibly active in an awesome community. You're incredibly active and awesome, Random Equinox. Thank you very
True
much.
facts
Riggs.
can confirm.
True facts. Riggs, Drizelta, Bong, all of you, and Ouroboros. Good to see you as well. Good to see all of you folks. I love seeing you guys. Thanks for being here on my birthday. Really do appreciate it. I think, what was the name of that tiny stream with like 14 followers?
If they're still going.
Were they D&D or tabletop
_and_flumps.
RPGs? Were they tabletop or D&D? Was that what they were?
D&D. There was almost nothing in the tabletop category.
Oh yeah, there really isn't much. Okay, so tell you what.
So Blackwater or their name just stood out.
So Fables and Flumps, they have how many viewers right now?
Not very many. They had only 14 followers.
We just got another raid.
Did we get another raid? Oh my god, it's
Oh,
Dravenverse.
We're just trying to decide who to go raid ourselves.
Dravenverse, it is my birthday today, so I'm gonna ask you a favor. Give me a follow if you wouldn't mind. But we're going to keep the raid going. We're gonna roll it forward, and we're gonna take it to a place that only has 14 followers. So for my birthday, give them a follow, because when you remember when we were that small, or when you were that small as a stream, let's make their night. Let's try to get them like 100 follows in one night. Let's try to drop them up. Let's try to like make them feel good. And let's hope that we don't show
Yay,
up and they turn out
follows.
to be jerks.
I'm just checking to make sure they're still up.
What happened? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the follows. Hey, Jokey Dokie. Oh, Jokey Dokie, that's a freaking amazing name. We're rating 2, Dravenverse. So Dravenverse, we're looking for their name real quick. What were you playing? I need to know that real quick. because now that we're done with our game, I can actually talk, which I hate when I get raided. I love when I get raided.
Oh yeah, they're still up.
I hate when I get raided and I can't say hi, because I kind of just do one of these, like at the bottom of the camera, like, hi, how you doing?
The raid thing says that they're playing Pathfinder.
Okay, never mind. Screw them.
It's a homebrew. What?
No, I'm kidding.
It's a homebrew D&D.
Yeah, no,
No,
Drake
no, no.
Dungeons and Dragons.
No. Pathfinder's good. Pathfinder's just like,
Oh, okay.
it's too crunchy for my ADHD brain, but like, I love Galarian. Wait, where are you running? Are you running in Galarian? Is it homebrew, or is it, hey, it's your son's birthday? Nice. It's my birthday too. This is good. And Arsenio Hall's birthday. Oh, and apparently, Wednesday, it's her birthday. Christina Ricci. So it is Wednesday, my dudes. Pathfinder 2e is clean? Okay. I've seen some good videos explaining why I should play Pathfinder 2, and it's just a little crunchy. I worry I wouldn't be able to run on stream, but I really want to play it. Like, so if you ever do like a demo night, hit me up, and I will play literally anything with literally any voice. Yours on Thursday? Is your really long? That's quick. What day is Thursday? Thursday is the 17th? Nice. Okay, so Fables and Flumps. Abraham Lincoln's birthday. Yeah, absolutely. Can you put Fables and Flumps in the Zoom chat, Christine? Like how it's spelled?
Yeah.
Okay, so folks, let's go find this little baby stream and let's give them like all of our love. And let's...
That's the best name.
You're right. I saw it. I was like, oh my god. Okay.
Very
you actually have
good.
a cool name. Like,
Okay.
let's go follow you.
All right,
Go,
let's do
like,
it,
raid you
folks. Let's go
guys.
raid them. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Mage the Ascension Breaking Tradition. Go check out the Kickstarter from Onyx Path, and thanks to Onyx Path for giving us the copies and like helping us run this. Oh, happy birthday, Chandra. Let's go raid these guys. Dork raid them, and we'll see you next time. Mwah. Goodbye, everybody.